So let's talk about financial mistakes that you and I should stop making. And there's some studies that shows that the majority, I believe about 90% or 80% of men are the ones that make this financial mistake. So can you guess the financial mistake I'm talking about? Before I start, I'll give you a second. Lou's financial mistake is day trading, or you call it swing trading, scalp trading, however you call it. Majority of those people that does that is the guys, men, boys, however you want to say it, not the ladies. Most of the time it's the guys, because we want to make fast money, and fast money almost ruined my life, pretty much. There's a story a lot of people don't know about me, but I think only my little brother know about it. So I'm telling you right now, the fast money almost ruined my life. So it's another financial mistake that most people do. You want to make that fast money. It's not a great idea. I can't remember the specific one, but there's a saying, wealth is boring, building wealth is boring, So drop in a comment if you know who says it, but there's that saying, and it's true, I'm slowly building it right now. I'm not showing you guys the stock that I'm currently buying right now, but I'm slowly buying a stock every single day. Just trying to build wealth that way, because I think it's the best thing to do. I used to be at $20, like how much I'm investing. I did pump it up recently to $27, which was today. I bumped it up to $27 today to invest every day a week, $27 a day. And I need to do the math again, but I believe if you do that every single day, let's say about 4 weeks in a month, about 5 trading days, you get around $500 and something invested every single month, which is a great idea. But enough of that, let's talk about that financial mistake again. Like I said, the quick money, trying to make quick money. How that almost ruined my life. So, what I believe back in 2019, I believe it was, I was looking for ways to make money. Tried Shopify, like the sellers, so on and so forth. Trying to rebrand a ring, trying to make that so I can sell it, so and so. I tried selling clothes. That did not work out well, blah, blah, blah. I tried, what was the other thing? Oh, I tried Facebook Market, Yeah, it works here and there. I was able to sell my PS5. I was able to sell some clothes here and there, some couch, blah, 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 shoes, but was not making consistent income, as I wanted. So, of course, keep trying other ways. You're young, of course, you gotta take some risk, which I'm still trying to do, of course. But then, I was on YouTube looking at how to make money, and then come across something called day trading. Oh my God. Yes, day trading. First thing, I think the first ever day trading video I started watching was Ross Cameron. I'm not saying he was the one that inspired me to do the day trading and stuff. Matter of fact, I do crypto day trading or swing trading or whatever in crypto, not on stocks. But Ross does his on stocks. I'm still trying to get into his program, by the way. It's just that it's a little expensive, I would love to get in there. But yeah, Ross does the day trading on stocks. So I started watching his videos. He has these 5 pillars that he normally uses or look at whenever he's taking a trade. They're great, of course, So I'm like, oh, maybe I can use something like this, And then I started getting into crypto, of course. If somebody ever said crypto, the first thing they call Bitcoin. Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Chainlink, the top big ones, USDT, you know. So yeah, so I started watching more videos of us, so learning some techniques, so this and that, you know, TA, technical analysis, and then I come across more crypto channels, you know, but none of that actually catches my mind. But there's this app that catches my mind called Pocket Option. So Pocket Option was an app that designed just like a day trading, so and so, but you only trade it in like minutes, seconds, hours, you know, sometimes weeks, days, depending on when you put your trade in. You know, all you do is just, are you going to buy right here, like 15 seconds buy, and then wait 15 seconds for it to go up or down, and then that's where my crypto or whatever journey started. I was mainly trading Bitcoin on that because it has this rating saying, oh, you can have 95% profit if you do this and that, or you can have the 75% profit if you do this and that. Of course, you know, tax this and that. So yeah, I started doing some pocket option. There's this one guru guy on pocket option. If you ever open pocket option style, you see him, right? He always said, oh, I made big money on pocket option. It was a lie. I think all of those are a lie. Pocket Option is not the app for any trading. It's not a great app. It's not good for day trading or anything. I think it was a big fat lie that we was told all along, you know, and I still don't believe it. That those people would like make videos about it, telling people, oh, you can make money from this. And then of course I started buying into the lies, you know, I started trading. Of course, like you said, I've learned about crypto now at that point. I would send crypto, I to receive crypto, so I started sending Bitcoin to this account in Pocket Option. And then slowly I started clicking that button on selling it and buying it every day. Every day I keep coming. Sometimes I spend hours on learning a technique on Pocket Option. Or when is it gonna go up? When is the next candlestick gonna go down? But that's not how it works. There's a saying, time in the markets beat timing the markets. I'm quoting these right, but I need to find out who is saying that quote, you know, so I don't get all you still people. I'm not the one saying it, please don't judge me here, but somebody's that's saying it. It's, you know, some wealthy guy, I guess, that's saying it, but they're 100% right, of course, you know. Let me say it again. Time in the market beats timing the market. Of course, for example, the S&P 500. Let's say I've been in the S&P 500 since day one I was born, you know, 20 years ago. And if you, the study shows the S&P 500 over the last 20 years, it's up over 600% or 700% up to date now. You know, of course, it's at new all-time high again. So it's just going up and up. So if I've been in the S&P 500, just consistently invested 2000 and let's say 2006, that would be, 20 years from now. 20 years back then, you know, 2006 all the way to 2026. Boy, you and I know I would be rich by now, but I'm not. So, yeah, well, I'm just learning. And I want to spend as much time in this market than trying to time this market. But back to Pocket Option. Of course, the goal in Pocket Option was to time the markets. So that's where the trick are great. They keep tricking us that, oh, you can make money by just timing it. No, you can't. The market always outsmart you. And then I started losing money. That's why I started losing money. But guess what? Here's the thing about trading and everything. It always goes up like a mountain. Go up, you know how you climb a mountain? Up slowly. And then there's always, you gotta go down the valleys. So of course, for me, my mountain started downwards. Like a huge slope down. You gotta go down first. Sometimes, what's the word? There's a mountain, I can't remember the saying, but it goes something like this: a mount down the valley, yeah, there's a mountain or something. I can't remember whatever. But yeah, for me it went down, and then somehow I started making some profit in pocket option, believe it or not. Started making some profit. And then, as we all know, we started getting cocky. You know, oh, I know a technique now. I know what I'm doing now. You know, so and then it's about time again. Once you hit the peak of the mountain, you gotta calm down somehow. Nothing ever goes up forever. So I started declining. And when I declined, instead of going back up, I never went back up the mountain. I just went straight down. I pretty much went bankrupt and lost all my money on pocket option. And oh, before I forgot, I lost money on pocket option over. Let's say for example it was a funded account, which it was not, but I've lost the funded account like 20 times, 30 times, but I kept going, and then I eventually gave up because I knew pocket option was a scam, and I was never gonna time the market like that, especially in that app. So, and then of course I started watching other YouTubers. Oh, you can trade here and there, and then of course, you and I know, I fell for it again. So, but I think this video is gonna be long enough. I'll cut this short, and then let's go for another part 2. Water break, like what FIFA does.